What's up, peeps? Nick Battle, aka Ninos Corner, man. First off, you like this content that is coming your way, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, get all my notifications. Means a lot. Also, folks, if you're listening to this on the podcast, the streaming platform, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher Breaker, like, comment, subscribe, helps me grow the channel a lot. But today, folks, we are going to talk about the QB battle or non-existent QB battle here. And I want to start off, folks, by saying Quinn had a really good spring game, but so did Malik Murphy. And I want to know, why did Sark name Quinn the starting quarterback following the spring game? But folks, prior to that, folks, let's go ahead and get to our sponsors. First sponsor for today, folks, is by BetUS.com. Go to BetUS.com, get yourself a 125% sign-up bonus using the promo code NinosCorner. Again, 125% sign-up bonus using the promo code NinosCorner. Second sponsor, Manscaped. Go to manscaped.com. 20% off and free worldwide shipping using the promo code NinosCorner. Again, 20% off and free worldwide shipping using the promo code NinosCorner at manscaped.com. But folks, let's talk about this no QB battle that I want to discuss today. Following the spring game, and I'm going to give you a quote from Sark. He said, "I think it's pretty clear to say Quinn is our starting quarterback." Was it? Now, let me preface this by saying I love what Sark's doing here in Texas. The recruiting he has done here has been outstanding, magnificent, great skill players. Jonte Cook, DeAndre Moore, Ryan Niblett, bringing in an Xavier Worthy here, even going out and having the guts to go put your name in the hat to go get a Quinn Ewers, building up the offensive line. The trenches have been horrible here at Texas prior to Sark coming. I wouldn't say horrible, but the offensive line recruiting was ranked dead last with Kansas in the Big 12 over the previous 5 years before Sark came here. Sark has revamped this entire offensive line with 2 recruiting classes. Let's just get it out the way. Sark is doing a great job here. I love what I'm seeing out of Sark. However, when Sark makes that comment that he thinks it's pretty clear that the starting quarterback for Texas is Quinn Ewers, I think Texas fans and people that were in the stands and people who watch Texas football, I think we all saw what Malik Murphy did on Saturday too. And many may believe that Malik Murphy had the best day for a quarterback in the spring game. Yeah, I mean, it was definitely better than Arch, so I don't think it's a question of who is your number 2 quarterback or who's fighting to be number 2. That's easy. And I think you could say that he had a better day at the quarterback position than Quinn Ewers. Why would Sark make that comment, though? Let's go through the background of this. Quinn Ewers is a transfer, came from Ohio State. He's transfer, had his one-time transfer, could play immediately. Quinn Ewers cannot transfer anymore unless he wants to sit out a year, okay? Malik Murphy is a redshirt freshman from California, Sark's guy. This is the guy, folks. This is the first quarterback at Texas that Sark has recruited, that Sark has handpicked to come here at Texas. First it was Malik. Second is Arch. Okay. So this is his guy. He knows the arm talent that Murphy has. So Murphy, guys, let's be honest, was a 5-star recruit prior to the start of his senior season. California had some messed up COVID rules when it came to playing football, and they dropped him in the recruiting because he didn't have enough, film basically because he was coming up from JV. But then he leads his team to get a state championship. Yes, we understand. Malik Murphy is raw. He is a very raw player. We get it. He needs fine-tuning. He needs the mechanics. He got that last year. I saw what happened on Saturday. I know you saw what happened on Saturday. Pretty sure Quinn Ewers saw what happened on Saturday. For Sark to come out and say that it's pretty clear, basically it's pretty evident that Quinn is the starter here at Texas, what message is that sending to Malik Murphy? I don't get it. This is the prime time opportunity to really say quarterback battle. Best one out of Murphy and Ewers wins that job. Because like I said, Quinn Ewers cannot transfer anymore unless he wants to sit out a year. Malik Murphy can transfer right now and go play anywhere he wants to in the country tomorrow. Snap of a finger. He can go anywhere he wants to in the country and play tomorrow because of the transfer rule. Now, if I'm Malik Murphy, how am I feeling that I just showed out in the spring game and I have no shot? My coaches basically told me I have no shot at becoming the starter. Quinn is the starter after exactly what I did in that spring game. What is that saying to Malik Murphy? I thought that was the prime time opportunity for Sark to open up and say, look, every position is open. There's probably only one position on this team, maybe two or three, that are not open. Kelvin Banks Jr. should not be. He is the left tackle of this team. Christian Jones should be starting somewhere on the offensive line. Um, Ford should be starting on defense. Trevonde Sweat should be starting. Ryan Watts should be starting. I mean, Byron Murphy should be starting. Thompson should be starting at safety. Xavier Worthy, Whittington. Look, we have guys that we know are going to play and should be starting, but there should only be a few that are penciled in that these guys are no kidding. Nobody can take their job. Now, I only think there's 3 or 4 of them on this team. I only think there's 3 or 4 of them on this team. And the way that Malik Murphy showed out in the spring game for our coach, and don't get me wrong, I love what Sark is doing with this team. But for him to make that comment, what message does that send to Malik Murphy and to show how good of progress that he has had coming from the injury last year and just showed out. He did his thing, man. He played outstanding. But according to our coach, he has no shot. No shot. It's pretty evident. It's pretty clear. Quinn's the starter. I find it very ironic that Sark made that comment immediately after the spring game. And I say that, folks, because I think everybody who watched the spring game saw the talent that was there with Malik Murphy. And we saw that's why Sark can't stop talking about Murphy. Murphy's a dude, man. He can't stop talking about him because he knows how good he is. He sees it. He wouldn't have recruited him if he wasn't that guy. Perfect size, 6'6", 225, 230 pounds. He had a hell of a game, guys. And I understand people are going to say, well, guess what? He went against the twos and the threes. Yes, that's fine. Like I was talking to my boy Jay from Unfair Sports. Forgive him. He's a Sooner. Forgive him. But it's not like he was just thrown to a spot. No, these were on the I don't care who was covering some of these guys. They were right there on the money. He was throwing guys open. He was magnificent. I listened to a podcast this morning, Bobby Burton, and Bobby basically said that Quinn had the best throw he had the best throw of the spring game. Malik Murphy had probably the second, third, fourth, and fifth, and sixth best throws of the spring game. And I don't disagree with that. Malik Murphy was outstanding in that spring game. He showed confidence. He showed poise, showed that he is a pocket passer, but can be mobile when he has to be mobile. I love the attitude, the infectious attitude that Murphy had. He's just a guy that seems like when he walks in the room, people gravitate to him. When he's on the field, his teammates gravitate to him. You can see how much those guys wanted for him when he threw that touchdown to Jonte Cook, who, baller alert, he's going to be a baller too. I mean, I was happy for him, right? We saw how excited he was, and I think his teammates feel the same way for him that fans who saw that game feel for Murphy as well. But I just thought this was the prime time opportunity for Steve Sarkisian to say, best man wins this job. And we have 2 bona fide guys who played pretty well in the spring game to compete to fall. Because when you make a statement like that, does that open the door for a Malik Murphy to say, I have no shot? I'm going to look around. I'm going to look. I have no shot. As good as I played, I have no shot. So that's my only complaint with coming out with why am I naming Quinn the starter immediately after spring game? And I know why. Sark saw it too. Sark saw what we saw. He saw what Malik Murphy was doing. He did. He didn't want any backlash, man. He wanted to shut down this starting quarterback thing immediately. Immediately. He didn't want anybody to say, is there a QB battle going on between Murphy and Quinn? And you know what? I don't know if I blame him, but I would have loved to see that quarterback competition open, because now when you have Malik Murphy knowing that he has opportunity to come in here and take this job, it's going to bring out the best in him. But when you automatically tell me he has no shot, What does that do for him and his confidence as well? Um, and what does that do for Quinn's confidence just to know that he's the starter? I mean, he saw he saw what Malik Murphy did. He saw exactly what he did. He knows that's a baller over there, man. And I got to compete every day because this guy gonna take my job. Maybe that's what Quinn needs. Maybe that's exactly what he needs. But look, man, Malik Murphy balled out. He shined in the spring game. Had one of the best spring game performances. Absolutely loved what he did. I got a lot of flack for this last week when I said I think he's the most important player on this Texas roster, and I still stand by that for the 2023 season. Because if for whatever reason Quinn goes down, hey, Hudson Card played last year. We needed Hudson. He played well. Substitute Hudson Card last year for Charles Wright. How do we look in those games? Okay. True freshman. Oh, yeah. Wright was a true freshman last year. But substitute him for Charles Wright. Hudson was exactly what we needed in those moments. Malik Murphy is a guy that's been in this program for 2 years, and I think he's going to have an opportunity to play. And it's knock on wood. We hope this doesn't happen. But if Quinn does go down with an injury, you have a seasoned guy that's going to be somebody ready to play. You don't want to have Arch thrown to the wolves his freshman year. Texas fans, guess what? That's what got us in trouble over the last 10 to 12 years. Starting true freshman Shane Buechele, starting true freshman Sam Ellinger, starting freshman Quinn Ewers. Going back and forth between Casey Thompson and Card. I think was Ash a true freshman when he started. Take it back to 2009 in the championship game against Alabama. If Texas had a bona fide backup and not Garrett Gilbert, we stand a chance to probably win that game. Okay? We stand a chance to probably win that game. Garrett Gilbert kept us in the game. He's a true freshman out of Lake Trade. Garrett Gilbert kept us in the game, guys, as a true freshman. So Malik Murphy is going to be very important because we do not want to throw a guy like Archman to the wolves if something happens to Quinn. And then if Arch goes in and makes a couple plays, you fans are going to want Arch to play. If Malik takes his job, I'm going to be honest with you folks. If Malik gets a chance to play, Quinn's not getting that job back. I said it. He's not getting that job back. I think people fear that. Seriously, I do. But Quinn, I'm going to be honest with you. Quinn played last year. He started to come on at the end of last year. And I think Quinn is going to be a much improved player this year. I hope we win the Big 12 this year. I hope Quinn starts every game this year. And I hope he does outstanding, which I think he will, because Quinn is a really good quarterback. His arm talent is freaking amazing. So let's get that the way. I hope. I mean, I'm a Longhorn. I'm a grad. I am a homer. I'm not Texas homer like my boy Texas homer, but I am a Texas homer. I drink the Burn Orange Kool-Aid. I mean, I was on campus for 4 years. My money went to Texas. I love it. I'm an alum, right? I get it. And I think Quinn's going to be much better this year. I do. The maturation process, year 2 is going to be really good for him. I hope he goes out there and kills it this year. But I tell you what, if something happens and Malik has to step in, he's not looking back, folks. I'm telling you that right now. I saw it in his face. I saw it. He wants it. I saw it. So let me know in those comments what you think, guys. Should there still be a quarterback battle at the University of Texas after seeing the spring game? Should there be Malik versus Quinn and the best man wins going into the fall camp? Should Sark have made that comment so soon, immediately after the spring game, that Quinn is the starter? Was that the right answer? Leave me some comments, folks. But like always, man, hook 'em, horns up, all day long, baby.